Other side of the view. Getting the vocal set up here now. How y'all doing out there? I'm Michael.
I'm Debbie.
See, and I was gonna introduce you,
oh, okay.
but I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't want to. It's like I felt like I was like ordering your food or something.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people. Again, see, that's exactly what this is about. What's exactly what this is about? Again, some people wouldn't. They would assume and immediately introduce you.
Yeah.
Versus you introducing yourself. No different than at a dinner, at a table at a restaurant. I'm like, well, she'll have the. And it's just like, well, no, actually, I wanted the duck. I didn't want the, I didn't want the steak, man. You know what I mean? But so I try not to be typical, that male chauvinistic.
Yeah.
If that's even.
It's not always. I'm a pretty balanced person. Sometimes I like got to order. Sometimes I'm like, I got this.
Does that even matter?
Not.
Is that a point against us?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Like I actually don't mind. Like with my ex, when we would go out to eat, like he remembered how I like my steak, and I could never remember, so I just like have him order. Like,
for sure.
Yeah. So.
Okay, that's what's up, and that's what this is about. Again, I'm Michael, and this is Deb. I just ordered her steak, and we're here doing this. We ended up, we've known each other what, 2 years, 3 years almost now, and she's our postmaster where we live, and we have a lot of odd, in-depth conversations. And over a conversation one day, we were like, wow, man, it's so cool. We wish some people or anybody or everybody could see or hear a lot of these conversations because it's something that crosses so many lines in life to where it's like, wow, I can relate to that. Wow, I can relate to that. Wow, I can relate to that. Yeah. And I ended up growing. Yeah. Like as a person, I've grown.
I have too.
You know what I mean?
That was what was cool about it. Like I actually look forward to the conversations. Yeah.
Versus again, when you go to work, I go to work every day, and it's like there's people that I kind of hope I don't bump into. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, here he comes. Oh, he's got. Oh, hey, buddy, how you doing? Yeah. And that's that face you got to put on. Yeah. Versus just, oh, cool. What's going on? Knowing that something's gonna come out of that. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's gonna be something, even if it's a dull, nothing really crazy, but everything's been stable and everything's moving forward. It's progressive. I'm positive. How's your day?
We always end up having like some kind of deep conversation out of it, or someone will walk in and a conversation starts from that.
Yeah. And I think again, where you bring in, you invite the stranger to where again everybody's strange when you're a stranger. Yeah. They had a song about that. They had a strong about that. I'm telling you, sometimes it's all this up here ain't always up there. But they had a song about that. It was people are strange when you're a stranger.
I gotta look that up.
Really? You've never heard it?
No.
Oh, you're gonna make me look it up now. See, that's the cool thing. We can test all this stuff out now, where we can bring up stuff like that while we're right here, and you can actually hear it. It's perfect. So, how has your day been?
Slow. Like really slow, and it's when it's like raining, I mean it's good, but then it's like it's really boring there. So when it's raining or snowing, like in the winter, I'm dead over there.
That's why we're out.
Yeah.
That's why we're out.
Yeah.
November is done. No mas on the Midwest when it comes to fall, winters. It's bipolar. Yeah. The weather is unpredictable. Yeah. And it's not even that it's a winter fall thing. It's all year round.
Right. You might get like a 70-degree day in November. Like, where did this come from? I'll take it though.
Period. Oh, we got Robert stopped in. Pull a chair up. That's what's up. Other side of the view.
I love those.
You gotta somehow put that foot in this cam so that everybody can actually experience that visually.
In that.
Yeah, we're going live over in this way. Over here, we're about to listen to the song Stranger because we've never heard it over here. So we want to make sure we share that experience. You know what this is about. I'm so excited that you're here. Can you see yourself in the camera? Do I even know that? Huh?
Want me to go check it out?
No, I can't. No, your chair's on that side.
You want me to sit right here and see?
Oh no, I'm definitely in it for sure.
You're definitely in there.
The whole side of the chair.
Okay.
Beautiful. Everybody, this is Robert. This is our neighbor. It's how close the view is. It's how close the other side of the view is. So, what is it? People are strange? I don't know the name of the song. We'll try that out. You've never heard this song?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's The Doors. That's who.
Oh, then if it's The Doors, I probably have.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's The Doors. It's a classic. And anybody out there has never heard it, but it's great when again we're talking about strangers.
Oh,
yeah.
And that's always it. It's like you say the name, nobody knows you. Turn out. Oh, that's my shit.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy though? How some other bands or like a song will be so overly hyped that's old like this that everyone knows, and we know we all know this song, but I had no clue when he said what it was called. I had no clue.
I guess I get it in names. I'm horrible. I get it in it. I guess that would be it.
Names,
Are you?
So, you would.
Nope, not me. Names and faces. I'll get stuck for a couple seconds on the name, but the face will catch me.
No, this girl I work with, I've worked with her since May. I didn't know her name till 3 days ago. I was like, oh, everybody, Baby Love. Baby Love.
When you don't know somebody's name, you like nickname them.
Someone was like, I used to give everybody a stripper name. And now I just call everybody Baby Love. But this guy was like, kept saying Lexi. I'm like, who is Lexi? I don't know who you're talking about. He was like, the to-go. I was like, oh, I just call everybody Baby Love. I don't know.
This is why I gotta know my neighbors. This is why my coworkers, my neighbors. Otherwise, I call everybody boss. If it's a male, or I'll say Miss Lady. I can always skate through life with Miss Lady and boss.
I forget names, so like the other day, the other guy called me Rebecca, and I'm just like,
yeah,
we'll go with it.
Yeah, it looks like a Rebecca.
As long as you
I give you a Diane, maybe.
Yeah.
You can pull off a Diane.
Just call me something. As long as it's not like
something bad.
Long as
yeah,
it's
it's not bad. I'll go with it.
Exactly.
Made an effort.
Mm-hmm.
That's all a conscious. You know what though? At least you gave a conscious effort to not be nasty about it.
Yeah.
You know, some people. Hi, Dave. It's Michael.
Right. It's an honest mistake.
Cool. That's what's up. So I got a question. Since we're on Strange, and we were talking about we mainly we didn't want to script anything. I think that was the point, right? Like we didn't want anything scripted. We didn't want anything predicted. We wanted
free flowing.
Completely. We wanted it to be whatever happened.
Yep.
What is wrong in America today? That is my question for the day. It's a broad question.
Very.
It's broad.
Very broad.
But it's able to get still that view. If it was something that you had to wrap up in 2 minutes,
like
what you think is?
I think people are too sensitive.
Okay.
Yes.
Most definitely.
I think that's like, for me, that covers the whole. I think people are just too sensitive or opinionated.
Okay, so is it the extreme on both?
I think so.
The opinion, sometimes people won't let go.
Yeah.
They just
because the ones who are opinionated are so strongly opinionated, and the ones that are sensitive are so sensitive that they're not going to. The sensitive ones are going to let their strong ones, you know, overpower them, and by people keeping the pattern the way it is, that's why it just stays the same.
Sounds like bullying.
Yeah, it is.
It really does. It's like I'm gonna argue down my.
Yeah.
Really. I've never.
And then I think people just follow. Even as adults, people follow. It's just like
the followers and the leaders.
And what you just said again, I had to rub my face. I didn't want anybody to think like I just had like a baby seizure. But it's shocking because me and you have had I don't know how many umpteen hundred conversations.
That conversation about the colored face or the black face on a business.
Yeah.
That is what I mean by like the pattern keeping it going when the weak sensitive are, you know.
And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get like super bent out of shape about it. Like,
what's the
blackface?
Oh well, like my
right.
well, I like a black or not white person
like
owning a business or being the face of a business. And that affecting.
My bad. I was thinking of the marketing blackface. Never mind. Okay, no, now I see what you're saying. So to clarify, it's again the face of the business and or the actual, not even the proprietor, but the people working.
But that's another thing, though.
Yeah, the proprietor and or the person working. Yeah. Where I've learned in food, myself at least. I've just seen in food, maybe not even learned. I've just experienced in food, where people's eyes, it can turn your stomach. your nose can turn your stomach. Your ears can even turn your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't feel comfort where you're at when you're eating and you're actually spending your earned money, then you're going to probably not spend your money there. So a person that would say that, let's say that they had a homophobia going on. Let's say that they had a race issue going on. Let's say that they had a male phobia. You know, that's the sensitivity. Is it?
Yeah.
That's the sensitivity.
Opinionated.
Yeah, it's too much. It's like it should. I don't believe it even belongs in. This is the host of a restaurant, and I'm not coming here because this is the host of a restaurant. It's like
how did that affect you?
that should. You should see who's cooking your food. If that's the case, you know what I mean. Who do you think's cooking your food?
Right.
Yeah.
A Yale student?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think someone again that's making $100,000 a year is cooking your food? Do you think that someone that is literally above middle class is actually above middle class? That is at $39.5 a year to $120,000 a year. Is cooking your food? Applebee's?
Yeah.
Is that even pop?
Yeah.
I'd love to meet the person making $100,000 a year that's working at Applebee's.
Unless
cooking.
they own like the
Cooking.
chef or something.
That would
Yeah.
think
Right,
they
unless
have all
they own it and they just
they're helping out or
cut
something.
down
You know what I mean?
labor.
Like, yeah, I'm trying to cut down on labor. I'm gonna go ahead and get back here and get
Yeah.
this here. I'm gonna get in the thick of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are sensitive. I've never said people like I've said it, but I never really tried to weigh on it because, again, who am I? I don't judge. I have no underlying define of this is what it is. But I think there are facts that pop out that things are what they are. Like this is a wall.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a human being.
I've noticed that though with like for me, I feel like if I were to start something like a business like in a small town maybe or maybe even in a major city, I would like I'm black, but I would probably do like a different face of the company.
Yes.
Because people would support it more.
That's
honestly.
1,000. And what did I say? I said the same exact thing that I said almost verbatim out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Because
they would support it.
It seems like it's a game.
Yeah.
And it's like you said that day. You said until people do change, then you continue to play that game.
Yeah, you gotta play that
I'm
game.
sorry though.
Right,
I think
and
that must just be that game though. That I think that it doesn't change. I think that you have to adapt to the dynamics of it. Meaning, I'm gonna hire you, and I'm gonna hire you for what you're great at.
Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna hire you for what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it goes against, me and Krista had a big, like almost an argument, fight about it. Because like nobody in the house agreed with me. It was like me on 7. And I'm probably wrong then. But Tommy Hilfiger was an example. Abercrombie was an example. Cristal was an example. These are all companies that have a product and a brand that they built, that they made, they concepted, no different than this podcast and me and Deb. These were ideas. And ideas were like seeds sown from conversations, and it turned into now a reality. Like you said, you've got more vision, but you matter. So I don't think that if a person's vision is this, then that's that person's vision. If Abercrombie didn't make his clothes with an intention of a size 42, I don't think that a person that wears a 42 should get that sensitive about it.
Right.
So where it's like you're discriminating against fat people, and it's just like, no, I just didn't think about you.
Right.
I designed some sleek, cute shit. You know what I mean? I wanted something that was spicy and sexy. I wanted something that tasted good and it smelled hot. And that was just their vision versus, no, I don't want black people to wear my clothes. Or, no, I don't want fat people to wear my clothes. Or, no, I don't want black people drinking or Mexican people or Chinese people or whoever. It's like, I didn't envision you doing it.
Right, he had a vision. It's his art.
It's his art.
But but for me, like if he is like that, okay, I will buy your shit because I won't give you my hard
100%, and that's where I think the choices comes into versus
the
all
black
the
dollar
other
is more
shit.
powerful though too, so they should also start to consider that.
I think,
but
that
it's still his
people,
art. Yeah,
I think the communities need to understand that, and that's well. And the thing is, it's not even a.
Understand that.
I agree with that. I
100.
think that we don't see the potential or what we are really putting. I mean, I think obviously some people do see it, but there's such a the number that doesn't see it is
way
so vast.
Yeah.
Way bigger. Well, again, Killer Mike said it. Netflix special. I think it was Trigger Warning. Is that what it was called?
Good, yeah.
It was amazing, but he lived quote unquote black for 3 days. To where from the farmer in the field and the food he ate all the way up to the buddy smoked. if it wasn't tended and grown and given by, again, African American in a sense, or black, however it's to be said. Again, I'm trying to work out in the whole color coding thing. I can't stand this shit. I'm gonna start calling people by nations and ethnicities. Like my Caucasian homie, my European brother. You know, I don't know, because I get so sick of the color coding shit. But back to the point, he probably lost 15 pounds.
Yeah.
And he said it was so hard to live for that 72 hours that shit, no, it's not gonna happen for him. But I think if people were awake and looking at the options of, yeah, you can do all these things and you can keep that dollar in the community. He said it was like 6 hours.
Yeah,
the dollar
it's a quick
stays
turnover.
versus 7 days to some other cultures and other people and other communities. Like 7 days, the dollar stays in their community. You know what that dollar's doing for 7 days? The dollar probably made $1,000.
Yeah.
This dollar went straight to KFC across town.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or it went to an outfit.
That is so crazy.
Immediately
I never really
it's gone.
thought of it like that.
So he made a point. Segregation, where it was so great to stop people from, being segregated and making people not be able to mingle and intertwine and mix up. But it made it to where people used to come into the black communities and buy things.
Mm-hmm.
People in the black communities couldn't go anywhere else and buy things. So their money immediately stayed in the community. Everybody that was in that community owned something. Everything was owned by them. Once segregation stopped, that stopped.
You know the issue I have with that? Like, I keep thinking, like, I understand with what, like, our grandparents and what they were doing, trying to, like, be equal, but I'm like, you were fighting and arguing with this man to give him your money so you could sit in his restaurant. Go have your own restaurant.
You know what? And I really would have had the same attitude back then myself.
Yeah.
I would have had to, because again, it's like, I work for Mr. John. Mr. John pays me $7 an hour. And Mr. Jeff, Mr. Tom, and Mr. Eric won't allow me to spend my $7 there. That's fine. James, Jared, Andre, and whoever else over here loves my company and my money.
Mm-hmm.
I really, and I think maybe it was just for the right to be able to do it. It's like, I want to go in there and I want to be able to go in there.
Yeah, but now we're digging ourselves out of it.
Right.
Now it's like, I don't want to be, now let's march against, they don't like us, then we're buying their shit. Now we're not going to buy Gucci. Now, you know what I mean? And it's just like, now, well, wait a minute. Okay, cool. Well, if that's the case, cool. Now the record stops skipping.
Yeah. Now I don't want to give you my money, but they fought so I could give you my money, so now.
And I'm not laughing at, again, something that was a fight for hundreds of years of rights and equality, where I don't believe in equality. But
it's seeing how it's happened, and it's like yourself knowing how it could have gone in a different direction.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
like, well, and you think like, well, how can me as one person see, and I could have changed it myself, and we could be in a completely different, different, you know, era, so to say.
And you had those all throughout, and I think that's the thing. You had those that stood out throughout the generations. You had those singular people.
Yeah, and that's true too, because
stood out.
You having that one thought.
And they weren't all the same.
Right. Everyone has a different one.
Well, look at Martin and look at Malcolm. When you look at even just those two people in that sense, you go, wow, they were both proactive of civil rights, but two different complete approaches. To where you could see the perspective was different. Mm-hmm. And the other turned to see where this guy was coming from. And again, he was the one that was killed first. And it was Dr. Martin Luther King. Where, again, it's, you gotta, people say kill him with kindness. I'm like, I don't kill everybody, period. I just don't want to pay you any mind.
Yeah.
I would rather turn to the point to where if you really feel that strong in your heart that you don't like me and it has zero to do with my actual characteristics, but a color shade, in a color chart, then no, we don't even need to talk. God bless you. I pray that you find love. I pray that you find peace. But we won't find ourselves speaking. Yeah. No, I think it's a setup at that point. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now, I would love to talk to a person that feels like that until that conversation gets to the point where it's like, okay, like you said, that view won't bend. It won't change. Even though you're speaking, this is a wall. Right. Yeah. This is still a wall.
This is where we're trying to be. This is what we need to do.
It's like, there. I love you for just you, but you still feel this way about me. Right. And no, I don't think we can go anywhere from there.
Right.
No, I don't think we can grow.
Yeah.
No. So sensitivity, definitely. Over opinionated things and people. And let me see if I can bring one to the
Pride.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I wasn't even thinking about it, but you can have it. Yes, that's one huge one. Ownership.
Yeah.
That's mine. Ownership. I want that one. Most definitely.
Yeah.
So pride. Speak on it. I got a coat. I'm gonna have a smile.
I think people.
And thank you for coming over.
Oh,
That's that interruption.
I was glad I was outside. I was waiting for the UPS guy.
It's fake, baby. It's fake. I'm telling you, it's fake.
I think just in the sense of like how I said people keep patterns the same.
Okay.
I think also there are the select few people that know, say the people who grew up hearing, this is what you do, and then knowing what they can change and keeping it the same because of like where they are in their business, what they own. Gotcha. It doesn't matter what needs to be changed. This is the way it is.
Gotcha. This is just what we do around here.
Yeah, this is what we do around here.
Yeah.
Even though you know
it's not right, but you're just gonna do it anyway.
Right.
Yeah, we've done it for years.
I think that's huge.
Is that pride?
I think
not questioning it, but definitely questioning it.
I think though, like in your biz, like where you are, like
okay,
like what you are bringing. I can't describe it.
Paint the picture. You got it.
I don't know, just power. Like you have the power, so you that's what you're
continue to exercise it.
Continue to exercise it.
It's like this, stretching this stretches this muscle, stretching this stretches this muscle. This is the way it's worked. And it's like, well, but you got cramps all over. It's like, yeah, but this is just the way they showed me how to do it. So
right,
yeah,
not willing to go outside the box and try something different that will work anyway.
I wrote a song, and it's in there too. How things repeat. Again, I can't remember the lyric. Too many cuts. They're coming soon too. No, where again, it's where people, where people are parents, and then they're parents.
Yep.
And then they teach their kids the same, and it's insane. It's the definition of it actually. It's the repetition of the teaching, as you were saying. And then I think maybe it would be kind of maybe underlying pride if the kids were keeping it up because of the parents, because of the grandparents, because of the legacy.
Right, and I mean
I almost said epidemic. No, but
it goes back to that
name
thing too. Yeah, the legacy.
The legacy.
We
have. I'm this because
name,
they were this, and because they were this, I'm this, and versus you're nothing like that. You're not even cut close to that. I don't even think you were cut from that cloth. I think you're the Storks kid.
Right.
Yeah, somebody dropped you off in a bounty basket.
Yeah.
Because you're nothing like your dad or your uncle or your grandpa. You know, they were good people. Or they were horrible people. And, you're good people. Like, I see you're not following in the same footsteps. Because you do have that sometimes. It does seem fewer, though. That's sad. Horrible. I'm going to say ownership. Ownership. People always owning what is good that they do and refusing to own up to the fucking horrible, shitty characteristics that they do have that everybody says that you have.
Dude, that's perfect.
I think that
knowing you have it and not changing it, you mean?
Yeah, like it's guaranteed, like you know you got it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You refuse to own it.
And even
I have a temperament issue. I think my temperature gauge in my body's broken. Like the shit is busted. And if it wasn't for the Lord, I'm telling you, it would be horrible. I would be on high, I would be on low. Meaning I'd be on hot, I'd be on cold. Like my mid blower didn't work.
Yeah.
So my shit's either ice cold or hot. But because I personally believe that things are either wrong or they're right. Me not deeming them wrong or right, just the consensus showing, the consensus saying. So for me, I'll own up immediately. I think if something, me coming from a background of orphanages and shit like that, they always had systems for juveniles to hold each other accountable so that they didn't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
So they used to say circle up. So let's say Deb broke this piece of molding because she was wrestling with Robert, and I saw it. Nobody else saw it, but it's broken. Deb won't say shit. Deb ain't gonna say shit. We're just gonna leave it there. Somebody sees it, it's broken though, and nobody's gonna own up for it. All right, you guys figure it out. So somebody in there is gonna tell everybody to circle up. All right, listen. They said they're stripping our skating privileges. They said they're taking our $20 allowance, and they said we got everything shut down at 7 o'clock after dinner. If we don't find out who broke that crown molding, which one of you broke it? And we were gonna sit in this circle until we figured that out. So me growing up that way, when I got older, my wife would be like, dude, you're acting shitty. I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm acting shitty.
Yeah.
Well, I knew before I made my statement I was acting shitty.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we don't own up to stuff like that, that we're doomed.
I have that
Kids are
policy at
doomed.
home.
Do
Like
you?
at home, like if I like say something's like broken or missing or something like that, and like, because my kids break stuff all the time.
Mhm.
So, and I'm like, I'll like accuse the kids of something. They're like, we didn't do it, and then I find out otherwise. Then I have to go back and say, I was wrong. I'm sorry. And then sometimes they try, you owe me this. No, I don't owe you. I already apologize.
Yeah,
but
that's what I owed you.
yeah.
I owed you that apology. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I owed you that me owning up for whatever it was that I did that was wrong. I owed you that. Caleb, he'll spill something, but it was my fault. He'll bump my arm, but I was trying to do something and I was clumsy in my movement. Oh, sorry, Daddy. Like, nope, that was Daddy's.
Yeah.
Daddy, sorry, my bad, clumsy.
That goes back to like how I was trying to explain pride.
Okay.
Knowing that you did something,
Okay.
and then watching how it played out, and you should apologize, but it didn't really go all the way left, so you're just like,
It's
so it's overlooked.
And then they keep that.
Right, they
keep
just
it
keep
up.
it going.
You had that consciousness of it, and you just chose to ignore it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That's just like the interrupting we were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
Interrupting where it's like you don't mean to, but it was something was said that was so defined that it's like I would have forgot, and I think it's that selfish as shit. But anyways, but if it's gonna lend to the conversation, it's because it's necessary. But it's like the same similar thing.
That's good.
If you don't say my bad or I apologize or anything to to again let the other person know my bad. I think it's more for them so that they don't walk away thinking not only you're a bad human being, but how many people do that a day that you probably talk to? If you talk to 10 people a day, how many people you think interrupt you? Or don't listen or didn't even hear you? Didn't even listen really. Yeah. I think that's a big
Some people
that's a big problem today.
Yeah.
People do not listen.
Mm-hmm.
They do not read and they do not listen. You can sit there and talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm. The other day,
just looking at you, nodding.
I went to my table and I asked them what they wanted to drink, and one of them started ordering their meal, and I didn't say what are you ready? Like I asked what do you want to drink. They started ordering that, and then I ended up walking the whole entire table through. As they said, they were already ready to order. Everyone was already ready. Walked every person at the table individually through the menu and ordered, but that's not what I said. I never said once were they ready to order. It just, you know what I mean? It just happened like that. No one was listening at all. No one read the menu even after they sat there for how long, and it was just crazy how people don't read and they don't listen.
Huge. I was bad for the reading. Krista pointed it out. She's like, and I don't listen sometimes. Caleb will ask me something, or somebody will ask me, hey, can you blah 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 blah, and I'm like, yeah, I got you. Look, I can't be and this person just asked me to come over and change their toilet.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even know how to do that, and I just said yeah.
Yeah,
so
my
here I
kids
am
taught
now.
me that. Yeah, because
I gotta stop doing
if
that.
I'm on the phone or something, I'm like, don't ask me anything because I'm not gonna say yeah. Like, and then they're like, you said yeah. I'm like, no, I don't remember saying
I don't
yeah.
remember saying yeah.
Yeah.
I think wives do that on purpose.
What?
Ask questions when in the middle of somebody doing. Have you ever done that?
I used to do that.
Knowing that they're not gonna remember, but you're gonna get.
No, because then later he'll be like, I didn't say yeah. Like he'll be like,
See, I be saying I didn't say yeah, but then I always come back and yeah. I'm
You
gonna go
said
ask
yeah?
her. I be thinking she's dirty Mackie. I don't know though.
At one point, yeah, I was said.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, I don't remember that conversation at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you were over there doing this, and I'm like, well, that's why I don't remember it. I was washing, doing, mixing,
Yeah.
moving. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But when I was a kid, I would do that on purpose to my dad. Well, I would do it sometimes to my mom if she was on the phone, and I would say something. But to my dad, if he was distracted by something, that was the perfect time to ask for something or to go somewhere. If he was distracted, because he would just automatically, he wouldn't even really know what he was responding to, but you could get responses out.
Yeah, I think it's easier to get guys with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My mom said it was the weekend. Every other weekend, like they play cards. If I knew they were gonna play cards, she sent me out for a pack of Salem's. I knew what it was. It's like, oh, she's playing cards. Me and Jay, we're straight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're gonna get candy. We're gonna get money.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be all love. That was the only time you asked for something. Otherwise, you didn't ask for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even ask to open the refrigerator. Like, it was ridiculous. But it was real.
Yeah.
And my nephew the other day, he did this similar. His son came in and smacked down the AC and went to walk away. Man, he bugged out. He's like, bro, what the fuck? What are you...
Dude,
What? You don't pay bills in here? What are you thinking, man? Cut that off. Man, you were put some water on your head. And it brought me back to a day and age of that was law.
Yeah.
And it made sense because we had free will and choice. Yeah, God gave you that. You do what you want. But there's repercussions and you know what I mean to what you do. So you know you can't be all off in the refrigerator doing what you want. You can't come in and out of that door when you want. You in and out of the house in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
With the air on or the heat on in the winter, you better get out and stay out.
Oh yeah.
That was, if you come in here, you're cleaning.
Oh yeah. You're cleaning all
everything.
Day.
Everything. You will be dusting every knick-knack in here. It'll be patty whack, or you better go give a dog a bone. Get out of this house. We did it. Yes. And now I look at even with Caleb, it's like, man, I gotta bring some of that back. Not as much of it maybe, but some of that has to stay.
Yeah.
Because if not, I think that's where that entitlement comes in, where
you
do everything for them, and then they get out here and they are completely helpless.
I'm terrible with that. My kids are in the house all the time. Well, they're in the house all the time, but when they go to their dad's, he's like, no video games, no
and then
until he has them outside. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I told him dad's house is detox time. It's a good balance. Good,
yeah.
But I need to bring detox a little more in my house.
Well, you got that beautiful yard too. You should.
I know. I told them they don't even use it.
You have a huge yard to be doing something.
They don't use it.
They don't use it
at all. I'm every time I mow it, I'm like.
You're just mowing it.
I'm just mowing something to mow it now.
Yeah.
You know what? And see, we got us.
Yeah, right.
We have a grass patch that's got that much grass in it.
That's perfect,
out
man.
front. We have this right here. You can see that. That's it. We live above the restaurant where we're actually filming, which is great, convenient. But we have no yard. If we want Caleb to play, we either have to walk across the street to Robert, or we do have a big ass park back here.
Yeah.
But he never wants to leave.
The park.
No, you get in there, it's over. It's like saying he's on Santa's lap or something. It's over with. And Santa doesn't have anything to do for the rest of the day. Yeah. We're gonna sit at this park and just get run around. But I can't do it all day. No, I'm 40. I realized that. Yeah, that was a big thing. Not that I'm completely out of shape, but I don't know what it is. I don't have the patience to just sit there at the park anymore. It's like I want to go work.
You know, you can be doing something.
I feel bad. I feel like
with your time.
Yeah.
Something more and I don't want to say more productive because that sounds horrible. I did say it almost, but that's not really what I mean. Something that might be more beneficial for my unit financially.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, I would love to sit here and play at the park all day. I won't run and chase you all day. No, I don't have that kind of gas. But I do have the patience to sit at the park and just let you do what you want.
Yeah.
But I know that Dad can be out here getting his paper too.
I was just at the park on my lunch break the other day, and I saw this guy. He had 3 or 4 kids, and they were all playing, but he's on the phone the whole time doing business. So I'm like, shit, I could do that.
Right.
Take them to the park, let them play.
That's the times I try not to do it, and that's my fight in the balance of my whole hours of the day.
You still gotta make money. I mean,
yeah, exactly. But you gotta think too. At least he took them there.
Yeah,
True
that is true. Yeah.
That is true.
Or
That
he could
is
have been
true.
sitting somewhere else while they were at home while he was on the phone.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
That's
Yeah.
true, too.
At least he.
He
did
went
that.
back
Try.
to
Because
his-
that's
He's like,
something
I'll
that
meet
you
you
don't even
halfway.
see, really.
I feel that.
Not
Yeah.
anymore. I mean, I don't think it's ever been like a dads have always have been like a big thing, but I think it's even
Yeah.
less now.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
So something like that is
I know.
Huge.
almost
I'll take my kids to
admirable.
the park and read because, like, they don't really want to play with me. Like,
No.
I can't get.
Right.
Like, I don't have to carry them down the sliding. I mean, Caleb's
Yeah.
still small, so you might still have
Yeah.
to.
No,
But, no.
he's
Yeah.
he's done. He's doing his thing.
Like, if they need
I
me to
watch
push it
him
or
just
something, but
because.
yeah.
I think even the swing. I think the swing and the merry-go-round.
Yeah.
That's about it. He's got the big slide down. Small slide is just his recreation now.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's to that point.
Yeah. You can.
I love his independence.
Yeah.
I don't like his mouth. He's got a crazy. He talks crazy to me.
He does talk
Yeah.
some crazy.
He says some crazy
Yeah.
shit. Like he brings. I'm telling you. Like he tests my gangster. Like
Really?
What did he
Oh
say
my
the other
Lord.
day in the car when we were getting out of that video place? I don't even remember.
know.
But it was
He's
some
a trip.
craziness.
he'll hit you with the third person.
Yeah.
Caleb said this, or Caleb says this, or I don't want this, and it's just like, dude, stop talking to me like that.
Oh.
Like, yeah, like he makes me want to come out my shirt, lace my shoes up. He makes me want to fist fight with it. And it's like you're lucky you're 3. I've had grown ass people speak to me like, and it's not like he means it, but he says now behind everything. So
Mhm.
it's like Caleb's ready now. So
Oh,
like he'll
okay.
say, I want this now.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Oh,
just sounds like
okay.
an order.
Yeah.
I want this now. And it's like, please, I want this. May I have this? And when now we're trying to may I have.
Okay.
And then
Mhm.
hopefully he drops now. And then there's no instructions. I don't know. What I'm
Right.
doing. I'm over here rolling it down. I'm over here like 7.
Right.
Shit. Crap. You know, I try to watch my mouth. And then I realize that that's not the trick to really. Remember, that's not
It's
it.
not.
Everybody around me cussed. I grew up not cussing around anyone
Yeah.
because I knew better. And
I didn't start
that was
cursing
it.
until like I split up, and now I'm just like yelling and cursing through the house. I'm like, I hate yelling, I hate cursing, but I had to sit
We
them
can
down
get
and
you into
explain to
yoga.
them. Get something. I need some kind of.
We're gonna keep doing
Yeah.
video.
But no, because it's not. I don't have the male presence anymore, and
Right.
I
So
think
you
kids
have
don't react
to-
to females.
Right.
Yeah, so I gotta like
That
project
is
my
true.
voice.
I
Yeah.
don't know what
Very
happened.
true.
What are you talking about? And you happen to be like of African descent.
I know.
Didn't
I
listen?
told him I
Like
had to
what?
bring the black mom
That
out
was
now.
scary. That's all you got to do. Go get you a house coat and some slippers. And that shit goes down. Go get a wig, a house coat, and some slippers. I'm telling you, get some long ass nails. And if I break my nail, honey, I'm telling you, ooh,
I know.
child.
Dude, it was so
Yeah.
like I would
Yeah.
like just say something, and then their dad would be in the background like, and then like they
Gotcha.
just run and scatter and do
I
it.
think
Right,
it's
but with
2-on-1.
just you.
Yeah, just me. It's just they're like,
I think it's 2-on-1. I think that's what does it. Because Christian
Yeah.
works with that with us too.
yeah,
He'll tee off on her. he'll like 18th hole off on her shit, and then I'll hear him, and then every once in a while I'll chime in, like, "Hey,
yeah,
she said, Mom said
yeah,
this."
and it works like that.
And immediately he'll do it. And
Yeah.
it's just like I don't want it to be like that.
I think it's the male voice. It's natural though. Like
I
I
don't
feel
like
like
it.
But I remember though, like knowing that I did some bad shit or something, and knowing that my dad knew about it, or my mom would call him, and just knowing that he was coming home, or like when he got home from work, like he was gonna, or he knew about that, or he was gonna find out about that.
Gotcha.
I
Oh.
just remember like terror, like just
Yeah.
knowing.
Was it always rainy or gloomy that day?
No,
Okay,
some
so
days
that
it would
was
be
just
like
me.
midsummer, like nice outside, like
I
still
don't
stuck
know.
outside playing all day, like thinking like I'm about to get my ass.
When I
beaten.
that's
knew
what
it.
my kids are.
That-
I'll be like they do something. I'll be like, I'm telling your dad. They're like, no, don't
Yeah.
tell dad. I'm like, what about me? You don't care that
I
I
don't
know.
care.
But no, don't tell him.
I carried that mom there like that. When I knew that I'd messed up and I had to walk home from school, I messed up at school. It was always gloomy.
See, it
Was
was
It was like the longest 7 blocks
It
home.
was a
Right.
sunshiny
Oh
day.
my
It's
god,
like,
it was
cool.
just it was.
No, it's
dark.
I don't have friends to walk with right this day because they were doing something. I'm just walking home by
Yeah.
myself, going, man, I know she's home, and it's
Yeah,
one of
she's
them
already
days.
gonna be waiting there.
Like some days she's at work, and it's just like, oh, cool. At least I know I got a couple more hours. But then it's like, oh no, it's Wednesday. She's off today. Oh, I just should have did my homework. And I come from the era where you got paddled at school still, so that was still in force. They had to call and get permission. And she used to tell him, she said, no, yeah, please,
no.
please, give him a whack for me and tell me he's got 2 more when he's got to come home.
Oh
You know,
my
his
gosh.
mom and dad were gonna get him, and she gets you and then he gets you.
Oh,
You got
yeah,
to a
for
point to
sure.
where no, like school, I didn't want nothing. I didn't want nothing missed. I didn't want to. No, what you want me to do? Dodgeball? I got it. What you want me to sing? President of which state? What do you want to know? I was on it, and my academics actually went up.
My mom used to hit us with the, I'm going to get you when you get home from school. So the whole day at school, you're just like, oh, God.
I knew
you're
that
trying to
second
go
after
at
I
home.
I
get
was
it.
stuck at home with
Oh,
my mom
yeah.
all day. I was stuck at home with her
Did
all
that like
day.
stop you from doing dumb shit?
No.
No.
Well,
No.
it wasn't always
You were in her
me,
presence
though.
and stopped you.
Right. It
Yeah.
wasn't always me though doing the stuff. It was like getting like it would be like my older brother or younger brother, and it would just be me getting caught up in it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Or, like caught up in something they were doing or talking or laughing.
Gotcha.
And then I'd be like, oh fuck, I'm the good one, and I
I
have
used
to
to
like.
get maxed out for not telling. I was horrible for that. Like
That's what
horrible.
I
I used to
always.
get beat for an extra minute.
What, for not telling?
Cause
Oh, man.
you know, we're parents now, so you know the shit your kids do and the
We
shit your
just
kids
tell
don't
all
do
the
though.
time. I hate it.
Like let's say one of them you know doesn't like chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
and you had chocolate candy canes on the tree for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
You know Jody doesn't like chocolate. Like
Mhm.
if Jody doesn't like chocolate, you know it. So here there's 2 missing.
Right.
You know who didn't do it.
Right.
You know you got the
Right.
other one to
Right,
look
know.
at. So here's the other one going, nope. Or the one that doesn't like chocolate's going, nope. It wasn't me. You know what I mean? Just nope. It wasn't me. He's like, dude, like it wasn't Hillary. No, I didn't see her do it. Why are you lying to me?
Oh,
I
yeah.
used to get whooped for lying
Mhm.
because I wouldn't tell on her. Like it's like you know she did it. I know you don't. I know you didn't do it.
Yeah.
But why are you not telling on her? And it ended up building that characteristic of again. I don't care if we did it. If we did something together. If I got caught, then I got caught.
I
You
would
know what I
say
mean?
what's
Like
wrong.
I would never tell on another person in that sense.
That's
It's
true.
like I got caught. If we did something and we both ran.
And I feel like
If
they.
I got caught, then I just got caught.
Right.
You got away.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell on you.
Yeah, and they already know. Like you already know that they already know. So it's
Yeah.
like, why do I have to say it?
That she did it.
Yeah.
It's humiliating. Plus,
Yeah.
I got to deal with her all day.
Right.
I
Yeah,
gotta
like,
see you
I
when
have-
I see you. Yeah, you're my parent, but you're at work.
I
You
can't
do
make
what
them,
you do.
I won't make them do it. Like I'll be like if I really can't figure out who did it, most times I can figure out who did it. But if I really can't figure out who did it, then maybe they'll all get punished or something.
Right?
But
Martial law.
yeah. but
Most definitely.
most they tell a lot. I'd be like, you don't really tell on each other. Like I don't really
Yeah.
care about the petty stuff. I really don't. Just
No.
be kids. Figure some stuff out.
Figure it out.
But if it's important, then yeah, you
I
gotta
wanna
come tell
know.
me.
You gotta
yeah,
let me know.
Yeah. But I don't. Yeah.
And that, you know what though, that helps with ownership.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying I'm not running around here. Please, I'm not advertising to tell your kids to tell on each other. Not advertising that. But I think if it's something that's necessary, and how do you let a kid know what's necessary and what's not?
Like like lying. I mean, like for like. Okay, I had a thing yesterday. I came home and then like there was an egg cracked outside on the sidewalk. It's an egg. Didn't care. But I went in. I'm like, and I knew who did it.
The egg?
Yeah, I'm like, who cracked the egg outside? Because it's bugs there.
Little dude.
And so no, it was Layla. She likes experiments and stuff. And so I
would
knew
call
who
him out on
did
that
it.
one.
Oh yeah. And I walked in and I asked who did it just because to be, not to blame her initially and see
Right.
if she would own up to it. And so she's like, I don't know. She's like, I made a mistake. I'm like, okay, I know you did. And I asked because I already knew.
Yeah.
But just, own up to it. If you make a mistake, own up to it. I would be more offended if you lied to me than, like, I'm more upset that you lied than that you did it. It's an egg.
It's one egg.
Yeah, it's an egg.
I think it's
like
Yeah.
just I asked who I cracked the egg. Just say, oh, I cracked the egg. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's the fear of not knowing what's going to
Yeah,
happen.
you don't know
Yeah,
if you're
but-
gonna get. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I guess you have to like. You don't know what's gonna happen, but you can judge it by like.
The tone of what, maybe?
I guess,
Yeah.
or
It
like
could be
what.
the tone used.
I don't even spank them though, so I'm like,
That's what I'm.
Yeah,
That's what I
because
mean. Like,
you're
if you're
really
gonna get.
expecting
just
that.
tell
If
me.
you think
Yeah.
that's coming, then maybe. But like,
yeah.
if you know that's
is
not
crazy.
coming, then why wouldn't you? Say
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not even getting maxed out. Like, why would I even
She's my sensitive one though. So she's like, I thought you were gonna be mad at me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even. I wasn't. I'm mad that you lied to me.
Right now I'm mad that you lied, but I wasn't
Yeah.
mad about the egg before.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was the only time I really lied. No, I
He
used
said
to.
no.
No, when like if you. You got brothers and sisters. So when you got brothers and sisters.
I had a big family too.
you
8
too,
kids.
Fulton.
Wait, I'm the middle of 7.
I'm the middle of 8.
Oh.
It's 2 of us in the middle. Yeah.
Oh my
It
god.
was
Yeah.
just-
The middle is
Yes, right.
horrible. Horrible.
I didn't mean my sister. That was it.
Cause like
Well,
I
you're a
feel like
Presbyterian, I forgot technically. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like actually the middle of 3. Technically.
see the middle is always no matter how many there are on either side, and it's even the age difference. Like I had my older siblings and my younger siblings, and my older siblings had it was like so strict. And I mean, it was strict for me too, but like I even had like my own personal like era of theirs, because like for my older siblings they were stuck in this, these ways, and for me they were in these ways, and now for my younger siblings it's just a free for all.
Yeah.
And then for like my nieces and nephews under them, it's even more of a free for all. It's like
you see
it's
like
like
it
boom,
less
boom,
and less
boom,
and less
boom,
and less and
yeah,
less
and they
strict.
get like so much
I don't know
less
why
strict all the time.
Every generation has gotten less and less strict, and it's
That's
turned to a
true.
point to where now it's so loose
Yeah.
that
I
no
called my
one's
mom.
tight on anything.
I called my
anymore.
mom earlier on the phone, and she had all the kids she had 3 kids in the car with her,
I saw them
and
all
I could hear kids yelling in the back. I said, "Put me on speakerphone right now."
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, no." I was like, "Put me on speakerphone." If you called my mom when we were that age,
What?
my mom kept a dowel in between the thing, and she would just reach back there like.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Your
Not
mom
like
looks
she's
like a
doing
G
that all the
too.
time,
She still looks
but-
like a G though.
yeah.
I bet she had it together. You guys were
Mhm.
together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can see it in her face. It's like
Yeah,
right
like walking
here.
in the store,
You can see this shit.
walking in the
Like,
store,
what?
or going
Yeah.
anywhere,
All
church.
that.
Oh my
What?
gosh, sitting in church. But it's now there's so much
Wait a
more
minute.
laid back. It's crazy.
Man, we got like 1 minute. This would be like the best thing to like end on. It's crazy. But that's really the key then, man. It's down to the parenting. I think it always comes back to it.
Yeah.
If parents were more on parenting than on something else,
Yeah.
I think overall our kids would be better kids out here. They wouldn't be doing everything that they're doing. They wouldn't be misled by whoever they're misled by. You know what I mean? It's kind of
Yeah.
hard to mislead
Because they
someone
look-
that's already. It's like put your arm out once. You know what I mean? If it's like this already,
Right.
like no
Right.
one's gonna be able
I
to
love how
come
your
in.
chair moves.
Right, I was like her whole chair moved. No one's gonna be able to come in between that because it's
Right.
like you and your parentals are tight,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna bring home, if anything else, anything that would seem foreign
Yeah.
Right.
because there was that open
Because you're
relationship.
not out there
Dialogue.
looking for something else to follow. You already have you already
Yeah.
have that.
And you have the ones that
direction
are
where
too
you're going.
strict that they immediately the child rebels. Then you got the
Yeah.
ones that are too loose, and then the child doesn't respect you
Mhm.
at all. Like you're my friend.
Yeah, they're friends.
You're not even
Yeah.
my mom
Friend
anymore.
level.
You
Yeah.
just become my homeboy.
Mhm.
And it's just
Yeah.
like I see people like that, like, damn, that's your mom. Like, how do you talk to your mom like that?
Oh
Oh
yeah.
man. And I'd be like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And it's, everybody gets quiet because like, what'd you just say, man? Don't you can't say that. And you can't say it around me. You got to leave. Actually,
Mhm.
like I've had younger people in my presence that have been like that. I'm like,
Oh
bro,
yeah.
bro, bro,
Like
bro,
no,
bro.
like I don't care.
Like I
how
know
crazy
how I
your
can
mom
feel
is.
how you feel even about your mom, you know,
Mhm.
but you can't be like that. You can't speak like that. You can't.
Right.
You can't. No, it's just bad. I think that's bad for you,
Mhm.
your soul, your spirit.
Yeah.
I think God might put his hand on your ass for some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like you can't speak to
At
your
some
mom
point.
like that.
Yeah.
At some point,
Mhm.
or you might even use some woman to do it when you get older.
Right.
Like this.
Mm,
Like that ass cat. But that was the other side of the view. Like that was
This is
like
cool.
episode 1, right? I think
Mhm.
it was dope. What do you guys think?
For sure.
Yeah,
I think
It's
so
fun.
too.
it's very awesome.
Yeah.
So cool. Next week will be a little bit more organized, I'm sure. Learning curves. Who's perfect? Obviously. So cool. You guys have a great week. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So school's starting.
Oh my gosh.
Summer's
I
almost
think I'm
over.
ready though. Yeah.
Yeah. So all you parents, man, put on your smiling faces and get ready for your break. Here comes your summer. Like this is
The
like
kids are going back to school.
Yeah. So here comes
Yeah.
here comes your break time. So
Right.
I know it's hectic. You guys got all your stuff going on now. Get it all together, but who sounds coming?
Yeah.
So y'all take care. God bless. One love. Man. Stop this. And here, this is where I gotta remember which one to stop first. Don't do that. cool.
Where'd you find those?
Oh my gosh, I bought them off of Doc's, like Doc Martin,
Okay.
the website. I just bought them